Claudia Noble Livingston. Okay. I do what I feel. I told her, well, I want to say, well, thank you for that introduction. I'll say that. Vida, thank you so much. And I just do what I do to support my community, and giving back is how we were raised, you know. And to whom much is given, much is expected. And that's all I can say. As she mentioned, I came here and talked to her about our family reunion and discovered her vision for the seed library. So we were up late at night getting that together. And so that's my baby. I love sitting in that spot. There's just something really calming about being in nature, and even if it's nature by way of the seeds that are in that area. The seed library is something very precious, and it's also something that you can utilize to grow your own gardens, your own small space gardening containers, or if you have some acreage or your backyard, your balcony, the porch, whatever, to grow something that you can sustain yourself with that. Instead of going to the grocery store, you will know where your food comes from by growing it yourself. How many of you are gardeners already that play around a little bit? You know, you don't have to, just growing whatever, flowers, herbs, fruits on your tree. It's very calming. That's where I feel that that therapy comes from for me. To forget about everything else that's going on, all your troubles, whatever, but when you're in the garden, you're focused, and you'll see some bees. I used to be afraid of bees, but now I'm like, I understand why they are there, and they're doing what they need to do. And so therefore I'm like, okay, just do what you do. I want to be calm around you, and you get along well, because my garden is very prolific. I have, lots of things in my garden. I experiment in my garden. And living in the Bay Area, we can grow so many things all year long that other people may not be able to, because our climate is just that type of climate where you can grow. And also, if you create your own greenhouse, and you'll be able to kind of mimic in certain environments to grow your own garden. I'm just speaking briefly, but main purpose is that to utilize the resources that are here, especially free seeds. Seeds are precious, and they're non-GMO organic seeds. You don't want seeds that have been adulterated, where they're affected by not being natural. No pesticides were used on these seeds. And what I brought is a little guide that I'll pass out. And this guide tells you what to grow when, fall and winter. This guide is one that I've used quite often because it seems to fit well for our climate in the Bay Area. And the fall planting guide starts with, sure.
You mentioned that they were organic, non-GMO. Where do you get your seeds? Are they donations from people, or are you getting it commercially? What's the source?
Two different ways, several ways, let's put it that way. We have a relationship with seed companies that have donated our seeds that are, as I stated, non-GMO, organic seeds. Also, we have gardeners that have grown in their own garden without using pesticides and using the seeds that are organic and non-GMO, where they allow some of their plants to go to seed, and then you harvest those seeds and you bring them back to share with the community. So that closes the circle, and it keeps it going. And I've donated some collard greens that are very tender. So some of those seeds may still be there. And they'll say, like, maybe from Claudia's garden. I might, depends on how you, whatever you want to donate it, but just identify what kind of seed that it is. And put them in an envelope, and if you put them in a pack, some people have bunches of seeds, like my sister had. She said 1 million seeds. And so she separated them. It takes work, but I'm kind of all over the place, but because of what I get from touching the seeds, it's therapeutic, if I can say that, because I'm not thinking about anything else. Like you shelling peas, I mean, if you think about that, that's how you get the seeds out of the collard greens. You have to open up the shell that's dry and get the seeds out, and that's a process. And then you know that there's a future there. That seed is going to be your future harvest. And then that cycle keeps going. So collard greens grow well, the ones that seem to be the Yates, Y-A-T-E-S collards. There's southern collards. And then the tree collards. Yes. And then if you mix them up in your garden, you have your own personal blend of collards, because the pollination that takes place, the seeds, they cross-pollinate, so it's your collards. Yeah, that happens. So if you're saving seeds, that's a whole other process. We'll have to do a workshop on how to save seeds. So, yeah. I'm going to pass this out to you. But I'll come to this right there. So the Plant Good Seed Company is a seed company that we use, where we get our seed purchase seeds and also donate seeds. And also the seed company in Petaluma, they donate quite a few seeds to us as far as commercial companies. And this here fall and winter planting guide is a great guide to use that I've found to be most in alignment with our climate. And as you can see, the green means you're good, you can plant these during that time from seed. Very self-explanatory. The yellow kind of. August, green means it's a good time to plant from seed. You look on the left, you see what kind of seeds. Bulbs, you got fennel, kohlrabi, onions, and leeks. Then you can go to your herbs. You have cilantro, dill, parsley, going down. Cover crops. How many of you have done cover crops? The gardeners in here, any cover crops?
I did with penny roll once, but folks don't like to see a penny roll. But I had cats and dogs, and penny roll was good for seed. So I had cracks in mine, whatever. So at the end of the year, I would just get the seeds fall in the crack, and they would come up and put Christmas.
Yes, I did a blend of some of these on here, like wheat, oats, rye, vetch, and let it grows up. But it also, what it does, it feeds your soil. It puts the nutrients back into your soil. And so, it's like the time when your garden is resting from what you're planting to extract. But if you plant something that will feed the soil, and so you only let it grow so high, then you fold it back into the soil, so that when it breaks down, you have your potassium. Some plants put that to feed my soil.
But what with the other seeds that you want on top of that?
No, not while that's happening, no. So it's yes, yeah. Because when you're growing, especially like tomatoes, they pull a lot of nutrients out. What you're growing is feeding on the soil. So to put the nutrients back in, that's a more, I'm gonna say natural way, instead of buying supplements to put in your soil. Does that make sense to everyone? Yeah. So this guide is a great guide. One of our members, he showed me his little folder. He's got almost all guides so you can come to the workshops. So I appreciate that when I saw that you had a spring and summer guide. So, well, we in fall and winter, so you gotta come back when I do the spring and summer next 2026. Plan ahead. You know what, actually, let me tell you, this time of year for me and a lot of folks that I know is the best time to start growing in your garden. Late fall, early winter, because you have the natural rains. Not so many bugs are around to eat, you know, like those aphids that fit on your kale and your, yeah, so it's less of a struggle. You got nature working with you. So I've been most successful during this time planting. Like planting using starter plants. That's easier way of doing it and more better successful. Yeah, you can. So I'm looking forward to this cool time.
My first year doing this garden and had some seeds, I had some kale and some olive seeds that planted like on Friday and went out on Sunday. They had dug in and eaten all the seeds.
She said something, they were gone. Something ate your seeds.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we got a lot of rodents around here too, you know. Yeah, and birds. If you don't have, okay, next time try starting in inside your home. You try that, and then put it out when the plants. That's a challenge because you gotta kind of have the warming. I use a warming pad underneath to warm up the soil to get the seed to. My words are gone right now, but anyway, the seeds to germinate. That's the word. And then I have a light. So, but maybe if you put it where you're doing that, but have it in a contained area before you put it in the ground, then I think you have a better chance of success and survival of your seeds.
What seeds were?
Collard greens and kale, she said.
Was it seedlings? It was already the little one?
No, they were seeds.
Just her seeds. They weren't plants. They weren't starter plants.
How do you know something ate it?
Because they dug them up and the seeds were gone.
You looked underneath it and they were gone?
Oh, yeah, they're gone.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah, there's a hole. Well, I had, actually, a little hole, just like.
I don't know. I've never had that happen to me. I haven't had that happen. Were you in a container? Was it a container or the land? A raised bed?
Raised bed, yeah.
I have not had that happen. Any other gardeners, have you ever experienced that? Losing all your seeds.
I know the overwatering is,
It can move them someplace else. The water will move them. What ate? You know what ate? You have no idea. Peter?
Next time.
So what is a natural repellent for bugs?
Different. It depends on the bug, for one, and then also there are different recipes that gardeners use. Natural plant that I have used to repel, basil is one. The scent of basil keeps those flies away. Marigolds, for sure. Yeah, I got a lot of marigolds. I've been seeing the marigolds with my garden.
not just planting enough for all of us.
Plant enough for all of us, some for the bugs and some for you.
Yeah, because I'm in their domain.
Yeah, yes.
Where they live.
Having ladybugs come to your garden is important because they will eat the aphids.
What is
The little, what do you call it? I'm gonna say the baby ladybugs. Before they become the ladybug that fly, they're like a worm-like thing. That, yes. So this is what I can think of, but sometimes mixing Castile soap with, there's one thing I tried. Just soap and water, spray it on there. That gets, they're soft bodied. We were speaking of aphids, then that'll get rid of them. And even just water, spraying them with water, get them off. But it takes you paying attention. Don't let it get out of hand, because it's hard to control once anything is out of hand. But one thing I don't do, I don't go to chemicals. I'll remove the plant if necessary. It's the weakest plant that they attack. So there's something going on with that plant. That's just a hint to let you know. And what I also want to talk about is some of the books that are here, the resources at Emerald that you can use to answer some of your questions that you may have. You have Farming While Black, and then you have Working the Roots. I think it's over 400 years of traditional African American healing. A lot of herbalists. Matter of fact, my grandmother's in this book, just to let you know. My grandmother talks about the herbs. She's from Louisiana. And so, speaking of the Black migration from Louisiana to Chicago, to California, Oakland specifically, is some of the trails that we took to get here. Mm-hmm.
My sister lived in Los Angeles on Compton side, but she worked at a restaurant where this Mexican man would bring her pecans out of Compton. And I'm sure black folks brought those pecans from.
Oh, yes. For sure, for sure. I'm looking at you, Miss Carol, because I was at Maryland's Memorial, and the pastor kept saying pecans. And then someone said, no, it's pecans.
Native Americans said pecans.
So all I know is pecans. No, pecans. Pecans is how I, so it was a funny little thing about which one you say, pecans or pecans. You said pecans. Pecans. I don't know what we said now.
Think about it.
I think, what did we say? Pecan pie. Pecan? No, pecan. Because when you say pecan pie, that's my mama's favorite pie. She eat the whole thing too. So anyway, these books are in our reference library for you to view, and also to learn more about growing in your gardens, and also what you grow in your gardens, more than likely you'll eat. So when you cook it in a healthy way. I definitely cook differently than the way I grew up, as far as Vita mentioned about cooking collard greens for 2 days, but all the nutrients are gone. So I do more sauteing of my collard greens. And today I was told that we're going to get a chance to taste some cuisines from our African American traditions, and I came hungry too. Question?
Yes, since we're end of September, which means that according to this calendar, a lot of the items are, idle time is needed. Is it still okay for us to plant certain of these items?
I say yes. It's not like cut in stone, because your climate in your home, at your property, may be different from the person's across the street. I found that to be. So what I'm saying is that just because it's written this way doesn't mean that it's not going to work with your environment. Because I get a lot of sun in the front of my home and more shaded in the back. The neighbor across the street is shaded in the front, but sun in the back. And so I started growing in the front because I needed more sun. So you gotta look at your environment to see. And that's why I like growing in containers, pots, if you will, because I can move them to where the conditions will be optimal for me to have some type of success. So just my thing is start small And if you're growing in your own backyard fern or whatever in the soil, I recommend you have your soil tested first because you don't know what was there before or if any herbicides or pesticides were used. So you want to make sure, if you can, to test your soil. So I think I'm kind of just, well, any more questions before? Just use the seed library, it's free. And Nita told you how to use it. If you have any questions, you can ask the librarian assistant how to do that. And when we have workshops, please come. You know, specifically about saving seeds, how to grow and use your herbs that you may grow in your garden, how to make plant medicine, some of those old family traditions that we may have forgotten about and want to reclaim and use for our families. That's the course that I'm taking, you know.
So I have, another container that
I'll let you.
I was saying, in my container that I tried this summer, I had companion planting, so I had a lot of marigolds, which I kept all the seeds. I'm keeping all the seeds. Now, I don't know whether, you know, what type they are. I just got the plants, but I know I have more seeds than I can do anything with. So is that something that you'd be interested in having here?
I said yes.
Some of those
Label
seeds.
them assorted marigolds, so that the next person gets it will know that, oh, this is gonna be assortment. And it's from your garden. What year did you harvest? So did you harvest year, whatever it was?
Right, this year.
Okay, harvest year 2025. And, you want them individual, you want them packaged or just from bulk? How would you like to receive them?
Well, if you can package them, if you get small envelopes, you can. If you don't have them, then you bring them in bulk, then we'll find a volunteer to help us to package. Because we want to package them in smaller envelopes. Yeah. I find it's easier for my guests, my patrons, when they come in, you know, they just come in and just get that small packet and they're on their way.
I know some of the libraries have
Empty ones that you can fill in.
Yeah,
John.
we do.
Yeah,
We have them here.
to.
Yeah, we have them here, yeah, but, thank you for that. And
Yeah.
if anyone else, you know, if you plant and you let them go to seed, by all means, bring them some to envelope, but make sure you have the harvest date on there, and, that way we keep it, that's how we keep our inventory, okay? So we appreciate it.
And
I think it's season colors.
how do you what?
It's season colors.
Oh.
How do you what?
Where's Jan?
I know the answer, but I was trying to engage
Jan
someone else to
says-
come.
It has a flower, right?
Yes.
First.
Okay, so the plant, you got your greens, you're harvesting, you know, and then on my plant, I couldn't keep up.
I haven't gotten from the garden yet, but okay, so
Oh.
once you.
So everything has
It's kind of like basil with flowers after a while. The collard greens.
it does, yes. So I was gonna give that. Everything has its season. And so there's a transition that takes place. So the plant will, a shoot will come up out the plant. Like it looks like that, I'm trying to describe it. I think I have some pictures on my phone I can show you. But the flower does occur, then that dries back. And then you'll see something like pods. It'll like, as I'm describing, like pea pods. And then I just naturally let it dry. And then I cut them off. And then that's when the work starts, when you open them up and get the seeds out. The seeds are black, little, like the tip of a pin, that size. And then get all the chaff, is that the word, chaff, all out the way? All the residue from the plant, and you just end up with the seed. And then you can repackage them, and then bottom here for community. They're labeled, like I told you, you know how to label them. Yeah.
And if you don't harvest, that pod will pop open.
Mm-hmm.
You'll have some little green.
Some little baby, that's what happened to
Yeah.
one of mine. Well, I don't know, the one that survived. Well, with my weeding, I said, I'm gonna let this stay. I wanna see what this is gonna do. And it did. And then it kept growing. So it's a mess right now. But it's a beautiful mess because I know what it is and I can, the seeds.
Okay, so we're talking about college. So I want to bring up my other special guest.
Okay.
Who,
Thank you for listening to me. I'm gonna
Yeah,
go sit down.
No, sit down, because we're not going to one, well, but sit in the audience, but I want to share with you, now, this young lady happens to be the sister. However, she's going to tell you her experience with the seed library and collard greens, put it together for her, Janet Maxwell. Yeah,
Thank you. Hi, good afternoon.
and her family garden.
Yes. Thank you, Vita, for the opportunity to speak about our garden. I've been so inspired by my sister, as well as my brother, who is now a retired landscape contractor. So we learned from our parents and our grandparents. So what we have done is converted our backyard to our edible garden. And it's our family farm. We call it an urban family farm. So my brother, who's a landscape contractor, built custom raised beds. And one of the key things is that we grew collard greens and we let them go to seed. Now when you let them go to seed, they look, you kind of want to pull them up because they turn brown, but it's important to allow them to go to seed. And you'll start to see pods like this. Almost reminds you of if you ever had peas and you open them up and there's a small peas inside the pod. So for 3 consecutive years, I allowed the collard greens to go to seeds and was able to donate over, hundreds of seeds. I mean, like literally, it's amazing the amount of seeds you get from one plant. I probably have over 1,000 seeds left, but lots and lots of seeds that I've been able to donate to the seedling library. And it's just been amazing to be able to utilize the seedling library to do that, to be able to bring seeds, to be able to pick up seeds from the library, and to grow your plants, your vegetables and herbs, and then also, as I think it's already been encouraged, to also come back and share your seeds again. So it's a continuous cycle that we have, so I just wanted to share that. We're growing other herbs and vegetables as well, but collard greens is my favorite. And I love to grow with onion, and I think maybe Claudia mentioned the marigold. And African blue basil is another thing I grow as a companion plant. So just wanted to add that, and thank you for the opportunity to share, but we love growing vegetables and herbs.
So how many seeds did it take to, you should see your garden. How many seeds did you use to create all of those beautiful collard greens in your yard?
Wow, that's a really good question, because I don't know if anyone's familiar with Farmer Scott from Fresno. He comes up for Freedom Farmers Market. Yeah, so Freedom Farmers Market is a seasonal market that's here in Oakland every year. So I've known Mr. Scott from visiting and purchasing food, vegetables from the Freedom Farmers Market, and got to know him. And I was telling him I love collard greens, so he said, well, you come next time, I have a gift for you. So he gave me 2 small collard green plants, 2 plants. So I started off with 2 plants, allowed the plants to go to seeds. And those first 2 plants already had hundreds of seeds. Just from that, I just wish we had a picture to show you. It's almost like a visual to see, but literally when it's time for the plant to get that cycle, the plant is dying, the seeds, then it will produce the seeds.
They're real tiny, aren't they?
Yeah, they're real tiny, but one pod can have like 12 seeds. So, and one plant can have, it could be 30, 40 pods on one plant. And each pod has 10 seeds, so figure that's like almost 300 seeds. It's a lot of seeds that comes from a plant. So not really realizing that we really have the opportunity to have abundance of fruits and vegetables to share with our families in the community, and there really should not be a food shortage. Just from my experience gardening and really getting more into planting more vegetables and herbs in our family garden, I just really realized, even more so, we shouldn't have a food shortage at all. Because it's so easy to plant and to allow vegetables and herbs to go to seeds and just share and be able to reproduce. So starting off with Farmer Scott's gift to me of 2 plants, and I always start my collard greens with seeds. And I've heard Claudia mention, I'm planting my collard green seeds now, so, and they grow this time of year. And my marigold is still growing. Usually it's starting to die out, but it's still growing. But
I found a picture.
oh, great, so she'll be able to share that. Yeah, all right, thank you. Thank you, Vita, for the opportunity to speak.
Yes. Yeah, it's amazing. I mean, you're talking about,
That's the flowers, and then that's gonna die back, and the pod's gonna be underneath it. And then that pod, as it dries out, that seed in there is gonna be contained, like you look at like peas.
So
And
now
then-
that it's flowered, how are the leaves that we normally eat cakes? Are they?
Oh, they may be, more bitter, a little bitter.
No.
Let's see. Maybe more
So can you harvest the leaves?
You still can.
And put it in the flower?
You can, oh, what are you doing? You're not supposed to scroll. Oh, you made it bigger, okay. I said, don't scroll. You know what it looked like. That's when it was just beginning.
That looks like my, broccolini.
That's what it looked like, but that's the seed of the collard green.
Exactly.
And then that'll grow longer, and then it'll, start to produce that pod. That was the beginning part.
So let's talk about pets and how they look.
The what?
That's the beginning of it going to seed.
Talk about what?
Pets, you know, things that eat your leaves before you come
They
to.
not, yes. That's why I say you gotta grow enough,
But it does look like broccoli.
You got one enough all of them.
yeah, you know, they eat the lower leaves, you just leave. I don't pick them, once I see something eating it, I just kind of leave that leaf.
Yeah, but they eat the whole thing. I mean, I didn't never like just a little stem, nothing.
It's hard, and they live there.
The little green worms.
Yep, snails, they eat the green stuff. You know, it's not as many as it used to be, I've noticed that. The ones in
The
the
snails
shell,
are?
they're gone.
That was the beginning. It came like a bush. Mine ended up being like a bush. Mine,
Yeah, it looks like my broccoli when it goes, when I first when it seeds
it was very tender, very tender.
If you don't pick it.
And then it's like the same plant is still there. The stalk of it is about like this big now.
Now, is that a regular collar, or is that a tree collar?
No, it's not a tree collar, I can tell you
Yeah,
that.
I
But I
haven't
think it's a
seen
blend
collar.
it's a blend of something else, because they're all, yeah, because I had kale in the garden too. And then, you know, they're related, like, so they can cross pollinate. So I think this has now become a kale collar, or collar kale, whatever.
Such a thing.
Yeah, that's something. If you truly are trying to say that have pure seed, you have to maybe distance from each other and cover some people, you know, so that it's not pollinated from the birds, the bees floating through your garden.
thank you, Claudia. Thank you, everyone. Okay, so now, gosh, this young lady I'm going to introduce you to is Velda Goe, and she is going to talk about how you can really get some land to have a family garden. And also, she's got a cuisine over there that is gonna just blow you away, that she is also a chef, healthy cooking. And as she shared with me, back in the day when they were cooking those greens, she said for about 2 days or something like that, she's gonna cook them, you cook them in how long? About 15 minutes. Okay? And do they still taste good? Oh, yes, they do. So before we get to tasting, I want Velda to tell you a little bit. She's a founder of Fayeth Gardens. I want to tell you a little bit about Fayeth Gardens, what they do, your mission, how you got, first of all, let me start with this. How did you get started with this? Because this is amazing. You do retreats, you do all this cooking, healthy cooking, you have this land, you are just so into, we're talking about preserving African American history and culture. You definitely are doing that. And you know, I'm so proud and honored to have you as special guest here, along with Claudia and Janet. It's been amazing to hear them speak. But I want you to tell us, first of all, how did you get started with this?
Well, thank you, Vita. First of all, thank you for having me. And I'm covered in water and soap and stuff like that now, but that's what it looks like when you're cooking, right? And we don't want to look at our kitchens when we're cooking, right? You need that sous chef. So how I got started was through my ancestors, my grandfather. My grandmother and grandfather were the only blacks at the time. My grandmother died at 99 on Cape Cod in Osterville. And so my grandfather used to always walk me around the neighborhood. They had an acre, which was a big deal back then for blacks to own land in Osterville. So he would walk me around the neighborhood every morning and he said, you know what, Velda, no matter what you do, buy land. He said, because they're not making any more land. So that's how I got started. He said, I want you to do 3 things: get a PhD, buy land, and don't get pregnant outside of wedlock. So the only so the only thing I didn't do was get the PhD. I said, a master's is enough.
Master's enough. Yeah, well, thank you for that. Now, you know the name, I like the name Fayeth Gardens. How did you come across the name Fayeth Gardens?
Okay, well, I'll try not to make this story sad. So it's spelled, this is an old spelling, Fayeth. And a lot of people can't find me on the internet because they're looking at Faith. And it has a double meaning, so that's a good thing. So let me say it on the upbeat side. I was married, and I had a girl, and her name was Faith. Fayeth. But she didn't make it because of, I'm just going to leave it at this. If we do another Festival of Knowledge, maybe we can talk about healthcare in the black community. I was treated very poorly by my health providers, and as a result, Faith didn't make it. And that's all I'm going to say right now. That's another conversation. And so I decided to keep her living by calling my property Fayeth Gardens, and that's that story.
Thank you for that. That's wonderful. And Fayeth Gardens, we're going to talk about some of the accomplishments of Fayeth Gardens.
Okay, well, I was a bed and breakfast, and pre-COVID, that was the only thing I could think of doing with 20 acres. And each of you have 2 pieces of paper, right? You have one that has printing on both sides and one that's white on one side. So here I was with 20 acres, and I'm trying to decide what would I do that has the highest and best use for 20 acres. So while I'm talking, I want you to think about, if tomorrow someone gave you 20 acres, I have a special gift today. So if tomorrow, if someone gave you 20 acres, I have 3 questions. 1, what would you do with it? Question 2, how would you do it? And question 3, why would you do it? So I want everybody, as I'm talking today, to think about their answers. If tomorrow someone gave you 20 acres, you answer those 3 questions, and I have a special, special gift for you. And let me just say, I have to tell a joke. I think I'm funny. Somebody said, someone much wiser than me said, if someone said, tomorrow, I'm going to take you up on a rocket ship, don't ask them what seat. Okay, so that's all I'm going to tell you. The accomplishment so far, after COVID, I decided not to do bed and breakfast. Because you fix it up, they tear it up. You fix it up, they tear it up. So I've been a landlord ever since I was 30. I listened to what my grandfather said. So you know when you go to work, they have those income matching programs. They say if you put X number of dollars in this fund that we're going to identify, we will match that. My granddaddy taught me better. He said, I'm not going to give you my money. I'm going to put that in my own checking account. And that's how I ended up buying property from the age of 30. So if anybody's played Monopoly, that's how our parents entertained us. We played Monopoly. So in Monopoly, you always learn, you buy a lot of little houses, and then at some point, you sell all the little houses and buy a hotel. And that's what I did. So I ended up buying 6 single-family houses throughout Oakland. And when I got to the point where I got tired of working, I sold the 6 houses and bought Fayeth Gardens.
Fayeth Gardens was born through all that. That's a wonderful story. So today, actually, can we talk about how does one acquire? You have these acres now. Where are these acres now?
Okay, everybody knows about California wine country, right? I want you to know Napa is not the only wine country in California. It's Calaveras wine country, home of the jumping frog. Mark Twain made it famous. That's where the gold rush began, Black Bart, yada, yada, yada. It's a historical landmark. That's why I was attracted to it, because they can't change it. It has to look the way it looked when Black Bart was there and Mark Twain was running up and down the streets, and I like that. But the other good thing is it's the county seat of Calaveras. It took me 10 years to find that property. Me and my mom put Oakland in the middle, because I lived in Oakland then, and we did, what is it, Mandela? I said, I only want to drive 2 hours. So 2 hours, I've been in every single little town 2 hours from Oakland. But I didn't want to be in the middle of a cornfield. Hello, 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 hello. And so I did the research and found San Andreas, which is the county seat. Just like Oakland is the county seat for Alameda County. So every single government office you need is at the end of my street.
Very good, very good. And so the property that you have there, you would like for people to start their family gardens there. How do they do that?
Great. So first of all, that white card that you have, it says Groovin' on the Grove, right? And then flip it over on the white part. Who remembers the 3 questions? This is how you would get your family plot. You answered those 3 questions. What was the first question?
What is somebody willing to 20 acres?
Okay. What? How? Why? Okay, so if you answered those 3 questions and on your card put your name, this is a lot. Now you all looking at me, I'm not gonna repeat it because we got some cooking to do today. Okay, so you're gonna put your name on it, your email, and your phone number, and what city you live in. So your name, your email, your phone number. Give me a cell phone number. Don't give me a number that you don't answer. Okay? And what city you live in. So those are the first parts. And then you answer, what would you do if someone gave you 20 acres? And don't ask me what seat. The rocket chair. Yeah, don't ask me any questions. This is just, what would you do if tomorrow I got 20 acres for you? What are you going to do with them? Second question, how would you do it? And you only have a little card, right? So you have to be succinct. And then the last question is, why? Okay, so you take a couple of minutes to do that, and once you answer those questions, we have some real special stuff going on.
Okay, now, I understand, you're going to do a hands-on demo?
Hands on. Everybody's got to wash their hands.
Everybody's got to walk. Okay.
Hands only.
Okay, so you want to start that now at this point?
Yeah, after they finish their cards, I'll meet them at the cooking table.
Okay, you finish your card.
Wash your hands.
Wash your hands and meet Velda at the cooking table, and we'll get this this party started like right away and get some healthy cuisine here.
Great.
Yes,
Now,
wash.
plug in the pots
Yes.
and be ready for you.
Okay.
Thank
Yeah.
you. We got everything you need.
Yeah.
All you need is clean hands. I have everything else.
Okay.
You need some food handlers.
Yeah. Don't we have some? You know, Janet, you know what? Let's wash and get you some
Get
food
your
handlers
gloves.
right here. Let's see what's going on.
Okay, this is
Try it out. You wanna learn how to. Then you're gonna go home.
Okay, we got,
Okay, what's next, Velda?
bring everybody over here, so I don't have to say it twice. Are they coming or no?
Well,
Okay.
well,
I'll just start.
well, we'll start.
I'll just start.
Oh,
First,
yeah, don't worry about that. Yeah.
first up,
Yeah, we have to do the same because I gotta
okay,
make sure.
so we have the trash can right there.
Yeah.
There's a trash can, okay, this is what we're doing first, okay? So, most of the time we have rice for our starch, right? And the thing with rice, let me just, it turns into glucose. And what is glucose? Sugar. And for African Americans and a lot of other people, diabetes is a problem. And so we're coming up with a healthy alternative to rice. And this is quinoa. This is an ancient whole grain. It's not glutinous, so it's not wheat-based. It's a grain. And it's been used for centuries in Asian countries, in Africa, and all kinds of countries. So we're trying to go healthy. And this is very economical. This is a 1 pound bag. And you can get this for like $8.99. This is organic. You can get it cheaper if you don't go organic, but you know, I'm trying to go healthy here. So what I'm using is a chicken broth for my liquid, and that gives it flavor. And this is unsalted, okay? Because the thing is,
Excuse me, hold it,
I'm gonna turn this down.
hold it, yeah, okay. This is smoking,
Okay,
so I didn't know, yeah, and this will,
I'm gonna turn it down. Oh, turn the smoke alarm.
my smoke alarm.
Here, we're gonna do this, because once I put the quinoa in it, it's not gonna smoke. I was talking, so let me put
Okay,
it
you gotta be
in.
real careful.
I got you.
Yeah,
This-
perhaps we should take this in the staff lounge and heat this up.
Oh, it's already heated. It's already,
Oh, it is?
what? Yeah, I'm gonna put the lid on. Thank you for pointing that out, Vita. We don't want that smoke alarm going off. Okay?
No, I don't want the fire department
Yeah,
here.
and then once we put the quinoa in it, now this is trash, you can throw that away. Once we put the quinoa in it, that's gonna take care of that, okay? So we're gonna open the quinoa now, we see no smoke, right? We good?
You did, so
Okay,
far.
let's keep it good.
But the smoke detectors doesn't know the difference between smoke or dust or steam. It doesn't know the difference.
So we're gonna keep the lid on it. Everybody's clear on quinoa, and what I do is, you guys have to become food detectives, okay? Food detectives mean everything you buy from the store, you must read the label. And if it's a whole paragraph, don't buy it. That's the key, that's the simple thing. If it's got ingredients that you don't recognize, don't buy it. So the only thing you wanna read, the only thing you wanna purchase is 100% full grain, something with 3 or 4 ingredients. You don't wanna buy refined flour or any of that. I buy all plant-based flour.
Watch the steam, watch the steam, watch the steam.
And the lid's on. I'm gonna do one more stirring,
Okay.
and I appreciate you. Keep me honest here. Uh-oh, are we missing?
It keeps the city open
Yeah.
off my case.
Did we have more spoons here? Janet, did I have more spoons here? Oh, here they are. I got it right here. It's okay. All right, so I'm gonna stir this real quick. Tell me if you see steam. Okay, put that. And I'm just actually gonna put the whole thing in here, so we don't have to keep lifting the lid. Let me just do it once.
I got a question.
Yeah.
That's quinoa? Okay. That's me over here.
Okay. I'm not looking up because I'm gonna do this real quick. Go ahead, ask the question.
Quinoa can tend to have a bitter taste unless you rinse it before cooking with it.
Yes, and I use chicken broth. Oh,
No, the first part was rinsing it before cooking it.
right.
Otherwise it'll have a bitter taste. Is that a different kind?
Yes, it is. It's organic. I've used it all the time, and it doesn't have a bitter taste. So it depends on what you buy.
I buy organic.
Yeah. Well, this is Sun Harvest, and you won't have a bitter taste.
Okay.
It depends
I
on
like
how.
to see, I like to see the packaging, cause.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep the packaging.
Okay, good. 'cause
Everything is how you cook it. You know, everything has all kinds of tastes. It depends on how you cook it, you know, so you've got to cook to your taste. Okay, so we're gonna let this do its thing. With no smoke, so we're doing good, right? And I'm keeping the lids closed. So that's the quinoa. Now let's go to the next thing, our beans. Now let me tell you about the beans. Okay. So these are black beans, whole beans, and this is how you shop. You're food detectives, right? So the first thing you want to look for, especially if we're talking a mostly plant-based diet, the first thing you want to look at is how many grams of protein does it have. So that's how I pick my food. I pick my food, first I look at the grams of protein. Excuse me, I skipped a step. What's the first thing you look at? Food detectives, good food detectives, we look at
I look at
the,
sugar and sodium
Salt.
and saturated fat.
thank you. We look at the ingredients, right?
Right.
If it's got a whole paragraph of ingredients, I'm not putting that in my basket, because that means it's synthetic, it's pooped up, and it's got something to make the shelf life last longer. This is what the grocery stores want. They don't want things that are gonna fade quickly. So basically, you want simple ingredients that you recognize. If it's got an X in it, or a Z, or Y, don't put it in your basket.
Flour.
Don't put it in your basket. Anything enriched. Now, basically,
OSC.
so, but we could keep it simple, right? And what you have to recognize is if it's not something that you recognize that comes out of the ground, don't buy it, because it's not good for you. That's a simple rule of thumb. Give you some other simple rules of thumb. You want to eat from the rainbow. Look at this hat. You want to eat from the rainbow. You want to make sure your plate looks like my tablecloth. It's got all the different colors. You want your textures to be varied. You don't want it all to be soft. You don't want it all to be crunchy. So the key is, what first thing?
The ingredients.
Okay, and that means what? Okay, speak up now. Come on, you can tell I'm the teacher now.
Read the labels.
Thank you. If it's something you don't recognize, it needs to be something that you recognize as growing out of the ground. Right. Simple ingredients, okay? So we've got the rainbow, we've got multiple textures, and we have things that we recognize as food. If you don't recognize it as food, don't put it in your body, okay? Because that means garbage in, garbage out. Okay, you put garbage in, you're gonna get bad poo-poo. Or no poo-poo. Okay, that's enough of the poo-poo talk. Okay, and so basically, whole black beans, these have the highest amount of proteins. So first you look at the proteins, then you look at the other things. But what's important, if you're a vegan-based diet, look at the proteins first, because proteins are what builds muscle. Muscles are the things that keep us going to get this vessel to do what we need it to do. So you have to make sure that first we got the proteins, 9 grams. You can get a 1 pound bag of black beans for $1.29 or 99 cents if you're a good shopper. Okay, so basically quinoa you can get for $6.99. This can last you all week. This can last you all week. What am I talking about? a pot of, I'm gonna turn this on low, okay? Let me peek real quick, okay. Ooh, I need to stir, put the lid on, Where's my thing? Paper towels, please? Okay, I'm like a doctor, paper towels! I need my assistant. Okay, get the trash, okay, get the trash ready. I don't wanna lift this one more time, but I need to stir it.
Okay, hold it before you stir it, I still see it, so you just gotta.
Let it sit.
That, it just needs to, because
Okay.
the air conditioner
It
is
simmers
on.
for 15,
Oh,
20 minutes. You
Can
put
he
the
turn
timer
the
set.
air conditioner on? Would that matter? The fan?
The air conditioner is on,
Oh, good,
Yeah,
okay,
should-
okay.
should we
So I'll
just-
just let it sit, right?
yes.
Okay, all right, trash,
Sarah,
this is
should we
trash.
put it in?
Okay,
Just put there. No.
thank you, okay, good. Okay, so I'm not gonna stir it now, I'm gonna put it on really low, and the beans are cooking.
Want
Now,
me to time it?
no, you don't have to time
Oh,
it,
okay.
because it matters about this more than that. Okay, so now we're gonna start with the greens while we're waiting for everything else, okay? So who's my first station for the greens?
Chopping.
Oh, we can station it.
Now, listen.
Chopping.
Now, this is, should I put a box over this? Should I put a box over this so that the steam doesn't rise up? I have lots of boxes.
Just take it
good.
with the kitchen and bring it back, because I still see stuff coming out.
Wait, I'm asking a different question. Should I put a box over this?
No,
Okay.
well, you're talking about a cardboard box?
Yeah, one of those big
I
boxes.
can't put a cardboard box over this electricity.
Okay,
That's- I
okay.
cannot, this is much too hot.
Okay.
For a box.
Okay.
Okay, my suggestion is.
What about this?
Well, no, that's plastic. That's not gonna work. Okay, so you guys, well, this is good. You saw what I did. Now I can take this in the kitchen and let it finish, right?
Yes.
Yeah, you can, but you still, you gotta understand, there's smoke detectors in every room, and normally I don't really get with the steam. So even in the conference, in the staff
Kitchen.
lounge, there's a smoke detector in there.
I'm gonna turn it off.
So we need to turn this off.
I'll turn it off.
If you need to, do you have another lid like this? If you need to stir this,
I do,
okay, so you've got it turned off?
I do.
Just wait a few minutes.
Okay.
You want to take this. Okay, when you put this up,
I understand.
we're gonna.
You're gonna do it together. Okay,
Yes. And
okay.
it's gotta be done
Teamwork.
really fast.
Okay, teamwork,
Because
ready?
this is serious.
You-
This will cost me $1,000 if this
We don't
goes
wanna
off.
do that.
Okay.
You tell me when you're ready.
Okay.
Can the
Okay, I'm gonna
audience help
stir it.
out with some plates? We can fan.
Oh, this is ready. Okay, lid. Now this is not gonna taste good because it's not ready. Okay, so let's leave that alone. I'm not gonna lift it again. We're just gonna let it sit. I turned it off.
It needs to cook more?
Yeah, it's not ready, but that's okay. You guys can cook it at home, okay? You got the process. Today we're talking process, okay? Okay, so now,
I do
let's,
this all the time when my alarm starts to go off.
okay, good for
I burn
you.
stuff on.
Okay, ladies
Keep that
and
lid on
gentlemen.
now.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go with our cooking. Now, the key with greens, as Vito was telling you, you know how we say we're doing greens and we're cooking them all day long and they're like mush. You
Somebody
might,
wanted that.
okay, well,
Somebody wanted that too.
Oh, yeah, Claudia wanted to see that.
okay, all right. So everybody has a station.
Make
We
sure
got
you have
the
your
gloves.
They have
Okay.
the gloves on.
Here, put that somewhere, please. Okay, okay, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna get your knife. Now, let me show you how to, working with a dull knife is like, trying to use your teeth to, so the key with the knife, where's my water? Okay, let me get my water. This is my dad, this is how you sharpen your knives. This is a real sharpening stone. This stone is probably about 80 years old. This is my dad was a chef. So this is a sharpening stone. I don't even know if you can get these anymore. They're probably really expensive. But you want to put a little water on your stone, just a tad. Let me get my paper towels. So we're going to go from top to bottom, right? I just need a little bit. Okay? And we're going to just wet our whistle here a little bit. Okay? Good thing for plastic tablecloth, huh?
Oh, most definitely.
So what is that made of?
This is a sharpening stone.
I know, but what was
Raw
from
material.
material?
I don't know, it's a stone.
Oh, don't touch it.
Get off my daddy's sharpening stone. It's about, I don't know. This stone was made before I was born. Okay, and I'm 71. And my dad, you know, so I don't know, it's stone. You gotta use your Google
Google, I was
thing.
about to say,
Yeah,
Google it.
yeah, because this is real stone. So then what you do, you put a little wet, I needed more water on it, but I don't want to make a mess today. At home, I just have it a little sloppy. And the water gives it a kind of a smooth thing. I need a, where's my, is there a bottle of,
You need to take this water for a bottle. I got electricity right here.
oh, sorry.
Maybe that's a plate.
Okay, she's gonna give me one of those cups.
Yeah. Okay, do you have another station here? Or, oh, this is your
This
station?
is mine, this is mine.
Okay, yeah, so use your water on that.
Just give me a cup. Isn't there a cup? A cup?
Oh, a cup? Yes, here's a cup.
Oh, that was okay.
Just one. Yeah.
Here's two, but you can use these.
I just pick one. All right, so we're just gonna use a little bit of water, because this has to be, this helps the thing. This helps the sliding of the water, of the knife. Okay, so we're gonna put a little bit of water here. Everybody can see me, right? Okay, a little bit of water there. Yeah, okay, and now oh, good idea. Okay, and this is how you sharpen a knife. You want to do it on the edge. Stand back, everybody back, okay? Okay, this is how you sharpen your knife. And you want it on that edge. You want the edge to be smooth. And you have to be very careful. My dad used to do it really fast, but I'm not trying to do that today. And you don't want it to slip and get your fingers. You see the darkness there? So you must always use a sharpened knife when you cook.
How often do you sharpen your knives?
Every time. Before,
Every time you cook.
every time you cook. Every time you cook. You may not have to do it that much, you know, but that's what a good chef does. You always want to start, unless you have those very expensive knives that never lose their edge. I personally don't have those, so I sharpen mine all the time, okay? So I don't have to do it that much because I sharpened it before I came here today. I just wanted to show you. You got it? Yep. So we sharpen our knife. We'll wipe our little mess up. We got paper towels. I'm gonna just keep them over here. All right, so our knives are sharp. Our hands are clean. Our couscous is not cooked. But you guys get the idea.
Yeah.
Today we're just doing the process, okay? So, and we got a trash can somewhere.
Continue to
You have
cook
a-
in the heat from the.
You have a trash bag? Or,
I'm not cooking at all, I'm just.
Oh, okay, good. Okay, so now everybody's gonna put a couple of greens on their station there.
So.
So,
Demonstrate, did you want gloves to demonstrate? Here's the gloves for you.
okay, I'm gonna
Your own gloves, I will.
because my fit good. I like
The
tight
way you can
gloves.
sharpen our knives too?
No,
Oh, you were just,
You-
that was just a demonstration.
today's just a demo,
Oh.
and nobody do Jinsu knife thing today, okay? Okay, 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 she's ready to go. She's ready to go. Okay, now, here's the first key. Here's the first key. Aren't these beautiful?
Yes.
Aren't these beautiful?
Yeah.
Okay,
They really are.
so this is the key. This is the key to cooking greens. So first you want to match. Now this is my ex-husband was from Bahia. And the beautiful thing about Bahia is the slaves were not forced. You see what I'm doing? I'm matching the sizes of these leaves. The beautiful thing about the Bahian slaves is they were allowed to retain their culture. You know, in West Africa, Ghana and Senegal, they forbade them. First of all, they wouldn't let people from the same tribes be on the same, you know, be in the same thing. And so that way they lost their culture, they couldn't talk to each other, but in Bahia, they were able to retain their culture. So my ex-husband, his family was in the restaurant business, and that's how I learned how to cook, a long, long time. And so we used to do huge parties for Grateful Dead and Neil Diamond and blah, 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 because he was an entertainer. Oh, so did you see what I just did?
Yep.
I matched the sizes. Okay, now, some people cut out the spine because they don't like the crunchiness of that. But today we were serving greens, black beans, and couscous. And what did we say? You want to have your textures be different as well as your colors. So I leave the spine in because that gives you a little crunch. And the crunch means you've got some fiber there. Okay, so some people don't like it, but I'm going to show you how to make it edible. So these tough ends, I want to cut off the ends. You know, does anybody know who Julia Child was? She always had a glass of wine here. First you take the collar and you cut the, and she was drunk by the end of the show. Okay, but yeah, she was definitely drunk by the end of the show. So anyway, so we cut the tough end off. We got it back, and now we're gonna flip it over because you notice it's concave, it curves down. So we're gonna flip it over, and then we're gonna roll it like a cigar. This is being recorded, right?
Yes, it is.
I won't say what I was going to say. Okay, I was going to make a very bad joke. No bad jokes. Okay, so you see how we roll it? We roll it really tightly, really tightly, really tightly. Okay, all the same size. Now, people don't like collars because they feel they're bitter and they're tough. And this is the secret right here. Slice it sliver thin. Yeah. Sliver thin, okay? And then you take your knife and you do it, and you watch out for your fingers. You know, when you see these cooking shows, they're like, ta, 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 ta. I don't do that. I don't do that because I have cuts to show. If you ever see a cook with a finger missing, don't eat his stuff. So, so I go slowly and very thin, and you have to hold this tightly. You have to hold this tightly and sliver thin, and that's what. And when you're cutting, your fingers, can you guys see how my fingers are? Yeah. Your fingers are curved down, and you want the knife to slice on top. You don't want your fingers, come over here so you can see, everybody's over here, okay? You people over there, okay? And so you bring your tips, your fingertips down. And if you watch any cooking shows, they do this, but I mean, they go lightning fast. So it takes many cuts to be able to do it fast like that. So I just do it slow, very thin, the whole time. I'm holding my cigar very tightly. Okay?
Is that called
Chiffonade.
This is called couve. This is called couve. In Brazil, they call it couve. C-O-U-V-E-E. And it's very simple. This is one of the most nutritious things you can do with a collard green. The way African Americans cook it, there are no vitamins whatsoever left. You're just eating mush. You're just eating mush. This, you have vitamin A, you have folic acid, you have vitamin K, and the way we're going to cook it, we use extra virgin. Now, I don't even know if I can do that here, Vita, because we're going to use extra virgin olive oil, and it sautés like in 3 minutes. 3 minutes, and it's delicious. And I'll show you the seasonings that I use, and it is so delicious. And some people, let me say something about healthy eating. You have to train your palate. If you're used to junk food, if you're used to super sweet, super salty, you have to go through an education of your palate to get used to remembering what food tastes like. People that have salads and they drown their salads in salad dressing that has all kind of crap in it, unless you make the salad dressing yourself. You don't know what you're eating. And that's a dangerous thing about doing all of your shopping from a store blindly unless you read the ingredients. I would never buy salad dressing. It's so easy to make salad dressing. Easy way, salad dressing, egg yolks. I personally use almond milk. I don't use cow milk anymore. Once you look at a couple of KQED specials about what happens to animals, you don't ever wanna eat meat again. I mean, I'm largely plant-based. I even hesitate about eggs and stuff, when you see what happens to the poor animals. But in any case, easy salad dressing, you're using egg whites, I use a little bit of almond milk, extra virgin olive oil, and then some of the seasonings that I have over there. And it's delicious. You shake it up. I use Brahmins. I may have the name wrong. You guys help me. It's an apple cider vinegar, unfiltered, and that's what I use for the saltiness, for the sodium. You don't have to use salt. Or you use lemon juice. And I'm sure Vita's got some seeds over there for lemons and collards. And
Sure do.
I actually have made a shopping list for you guys to show how you can feed your family for under $100 for a month. So I have a shopping list I'm gonna share with you. Okay, you guys, look at this. Is that beautiful?
Yeah.
Is that beautiful? Okay, and now if we were going to complete the demonstration, we would put it in our hot sizzling pot. Let's look at our seasonings over here. Okay, now this is the best seasoning. I shop at Smart and Final, and that's where all the chefs shop, because you can buy things in bulk and you can get really interesting things. So this is one of the best seasonings. I generally make my own seasoning. So I might buy a store seasoning, then I add stuff to it, okay? So this is called Lawry's, Lawrys, salt-free lemon pepper seasoning. And so they use rinds of lemon and lime and dried stuff. And what I do is I buy bulk seasoning, and then I put my own stuff in it. I'm going to give you the secret to live 100. Now, I might walk out here and the car might hit me. I don't want to say that again. But the way you want to live long, your secret herbs are garlic, ginger, turmeric, red onions, leeks, and fennel. Okay? Those are the things that are going to give you long life. Okay? Dried fennel, it turns into anise seed and all of that. You probably have that over there. These are things that are very good for your system and all of that stuff.
Question.
So,
I do have fennel, but I'm not used to putting it in anything.
oh, you chop it up, you put it in everything. You know, the fennel has a big, now your plants that are, I believe perennial is the word, those are the ones that keep coming back. You want to plant bulb plants. You don't want to plant, you want to plant all kinds of plants, but when you plant bulb plants, they keep regenerating, they keep coming back. And in fact, when you cook with your fennel, when you cut the bottom off, you can put that in water for 1/4 inch and it'll regrow. It'll regrow. Isn't nature amazing? And so the fennel is the flowery thing on top, and it has a licorice type taste. And I use that in soups, I put it in salads, I put it on everything. And the key is, we're food detectives, right? And aren't we lucky? We have a library, but also with the internet. Every single thing you put in your mouth, A through Z, look it up first. So when you go to the grocery store, you are an educated consumer, and you are teaching yourself long life habits, okay? So you look it up, you look up fennel, you look at the benefits of fennel, but you also look at the contraindications. Because if you're taking certain medicines and stuff like that, so you have to look up 2 things. Everything you put in your mouth, you look up the pros, you look up the what?
The cons.
The cons, and you also look at the nutritional value. You look at the protein, you look at whatever other vitamins it has in it. And then it'll also, you know how the internet is, it'll pop up with a whole bunch of 1,000 recipes.
You have this on?
No, because if I do it, it's gonna smoke. I'm gonna use, you want me to?
If you have this on,
It's not.
and you heat this, once you put your products in there and you close this up,
You wanna do it like that?
it would, yeah.
Real fast, okay. Let's do
Yeah.
it, because we're ready.
Because the steam itself is going to finish the cooking.
Okay.
Just like this should be finished cooking too. It's
Okay,
been underneath
let me
here.
stir it. Oh,
And this
good,
is
I
done.
can stir it. So no
Yeah.
more steam, I can stir it now?
You turned this off,
I
correct?
did.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's look at it. It's probably not ready because it didn't, yes, it needs, ooh, it might be, oh, steam.
Oh, Steve, you got some, you did some more.
Oh, did you see what I did?
Yeah, because it's spilled on my foot.
Oh, no. Oh, yeah.
Spilling on my foot. You should have pretty shoes.
Back up,
I'm on suede shoes.
I owe you some shoes. Let me see you. Oh, no. Oh, no.
She's
Look at cute. Okay, so this needs more liquid, but we're not gonna mess with that. Okay, so I'm gonna turn this on. I have to put a little oil in.
That's right.
Okay, so we're ready? Okay.
Once you heat it up, then you have to.
We'll go real fast, because we're right
You
there.
can't, yeah, you can't keep putting the top off.
Okay.
That's the only key.
We're only gonna do one batch right there, the 1 hour, and they're gonna do a little themselves.
Do
Okay,
you want them to cut something?
yeah, but I wanna finish,
wanna finish this
finish my
first?
thought. Okay, so here, you guys, who has eyeballs that aren't 71 years old? Okay, what number is that on? With the,
Hold on, they,
okay, so I'm gonna
looks like it's,
I'm gonna put the oil in real fast before it starts smoking. Okay.
it's not pointing to anything where the orange is.
No, how many degrees is it? Those numbers that are faded off. You did, I've been using this.
It can't be over 400 anyway, because olive oil is.
Yeah,
heat.
I wanna
I
do
mean,
it low.
olive oil is not gonna go, you have to do it low.
Yeah, do it
You can't
low.
go over 400.
You have them
With olive oil especially.
Yeah, magnifying. See, look at these phones. Look at us, Vita. We got the phones. We got everything. That's enough oil. Because I'm just gonna do a little bit.
I was gonna add,
Worm, 200.
if I can add that, we have, I believe, some fennel seeds in the
Library.
seed library.
That's great.
So,
That's great.
and fennel is what I use to make infused
good.
water.
Oh, it's so
And
good.
Oh, it's delicious.
infused
She
water.
makes a combo that's.
So healthy for you.
Yeah, it's good for your
She won't give
digestion.
anybody the
And
recipe.
freeze water.
And you know the good thing, what
Claudia.
thing,
How many degrees you
what
have?
Claudia is saying, what is it? Tell me, what is it?
How many
Blow it up.
degrees?
It goes up to 400, but we don't want it up to 400. I
No.
want it
Okay,
low.
it's on nothing now, right? Cause it's where the gray is.
Let me see, just a is the light on?
The light was on.
Oh, okay, yeah, it's warm, okay, it's.
The light is
Okay,
off.
where's off?
Yeah, that's
What-
off.
That's off, okay, good, so I only have it there, so it's low. It's low, it's very low, okay, we wanna keep
Yeah,
it
see,
low.
it's right there.
That's good, so that's low, okay,
Yeah,
and then we're gonna do this roof, okay, okay, good, all right, so, let me finish what I was saying.
I moved it to warm, okay? Cause it wasn't, it didn't look like it was on anything, so I put it on, the thing is at warm, so.
No, it's a little bit
No,
hot.
it's
Come on this
gotta be,
side.
as long as it's
Come on
under
this side.
400.
Yeah.
Because
Come on this
olive
side,
oil,
Leave it there, leave it there.
you're not supposed to heat
Right.
olive
We don't
oil
want it real
over
hot.
400.
Okay,
Okay.
okay,
Yep.
so where
And
did I
it
leave, what were we
becomes
talking about? Okay, so,
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah,
oh,
if you do olive
thank
oil
you.
over 400.
So we got the lemon pepper.
Okay, good, here's your second one.
Keep it lower than 400. Always, olive oil.
Okay, yes, it's called ALS, and that's bad for you. When the oil is heated too high, that's very bad for you. Look up ALS, I forgot what the folks
And
said
then
it
that's when
stands
you
for.
get your carcinogens.
Right,
Yeah,
thank
so-
you, cancer causing. Okay.
Yes, indeed. So if you're gonna take anything over 400,
Not
you need,
good.
you need to go to avocado oil, which is, you can take it over 400. Other than that, olive oil, keep it under 400.
And always, thank you for saying that, Vita, you always want to get extra virgin olive oil. And you have to read these labels too, because sometimes it says, oh, it comes from 17 different countries and all of that. So the cheap one, or they blend it with stuff, so you want 100, I use Pompeian, I love this one, straight from Italy, it doesn't come from, you know, your garden, your garden, your garden. You want pure sources of food, and extra virgin olive oil. Okay, so let's hurry through this. Our next is Lowry's. This is the only one I found that I really like, Smart and Final. Lowry's salt-free garlic and herb seasoning. And remember, I mix it with my own thing. At Smart and Final, you can get big tubs of oregano and stuff like that, unless you have your garden going and you plant, this is my own basil from my own garden, and you know, so you can dry, you can get all your seeds going, plant all your herbs. Herbs are so good for you. You look that up. We're food detectives. Look up these herbs. Those make you live to 100. Herbs are packed with nutrients and micro nutrients and stuff like that. Okay, so garlic and herb seasoning. The other thing, I told you our 100-year bulbs, are turmeric, come on, ginger, garlic,
Red onion,
fennel, leeks. Thank you. Okay, and so I went to Smart and Final. How dare they did not have turmeric? That's bad news. So you need to print. Do you guys have turmeric roots? In the seed library?
No,
Okay.
not the roots, we don't have any live.
Okay, but you can get them.
Grows from roots that are not.
Yeah, but it starts with a seed somewhere, but you guys can figure that out. Everything starts, like the chicken and egg, what came first, it had to come from somewhere. But, you guys can propagate your own. When you get roots, you can add that to your seed library, because roots are very healthy for you, and once you use it, you can grow your own. Because turmeric is like $8.99 a pound. It is not cheap. But it's very popular in the Asian cultures and all of the ancient cultures. This has been around for centuries, and it is shown to prove to be helping against cancer and all sorts of antioxidants. So anyway, long story made short, I had to buy ground turmeric to put in the thing. But always try to get the roots.
I just saw a cooking show with brother in South Carolina. He made a pad, but instead of using, what is the expensive stuff? He used turmeric.
Oh, yeah. Oh, saccharin's very expensive.
He didn't use that. He used turmeric.
I think it's overrated. I don't know. I cooked with saccharin. It's like, I don't get it. You know?
He did.
I don't get it. It didn't seem so crazy to me. And then I buy whole peppercorns and I grind them myself. Okay? Now, sometimes, especially when I cook for other people, I use a pinch of salt. We do need a certain amount of sodium, but you just can't, you just can't do that, okay? So I use a pinch of salt. Generally, I use lime and lemon, but sometimes that adds a different flavor to your dish, and you don't want that. So this is the best salt I've found. It's a Jewish salt, David's kosher salt, and it's coarse. It's coarse, which means it's good. That little fine stuff, that fine salt, you can use too much. So when you look at the cooking shows, Julia Child, you just get a pinch, just a little pinch, and you do that. Okay, so you don't need a lot because it's coarse. The grains are bigger. Okay, so this is the best, David's kosher coarse salt. Okay.
Was that at Smart and Final too? Because I have never seen it.
Me neither.
You know, actually, all my friends, what do we do? Food detectives? What do we do? What? Yeah, go online. We're so spoiled now. We got everything at our fingertips.
But also, the pink salt, the Himalaya
Oh
salt.
yeah, that's very good.
Is very good. It has a lot
Very
of
good.
minerals and nutrients in it, and it's not like that fine salt
That's
either.
right.
Yeah.
You
So
don't want the fine
You don't want that fine salt.
Right.
So you can't find that. Get the pink salt.
Okay, so this is pretty hot, but I'm gonna have each of you do a little chopping now. Who feels like some get to stuff? All right, put on there.
Okay.
Hands clean. You saw how I did it. Let's do it. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna get this ready for the pot, and if I hear any screaming or anything, Vita and I are gonna disappear. You're on your own. Nobody cut themselves. Nobody. We've got 2 cutting boards. So our first 2 guinea pigs. Our first 2 chefs. Our first 2 chefs are gonna do it, and meanwhile, I think I'm gonna put this in while you guys are doing it, okay? Now, don't get too many, because Vita's told you we don't wanna visit with the fire department. So we're not doing a whole lot today. This is a
But
demonstration.
at least you get to feel a
That's right.
Got a raw collard salad?
Oh, that's excellent, excellent.
Well, we just did more.
You got to really do
What'd
Got
you
all the
say?
ingredients.
Oh, I love what you're saying. Okay, well, you can chop away then.
You got another chef over here.
I love it. Okay, so you guys get your things, do it. You guys tell me if they're messing up, okay? Because I'm going to pay attention to this over here.
So you,
Okay, ready?
you cut out the bottom.
Or just go ahead and do it. Okay, here we go. So this one, I'm going to use, I normally use this one. Where's my pick?
You know what I do with mine?
Okay, watch walking, running with scissors, running with knives. Watch out, here she comes. Okay.
I usually do a little.
Okay,
at the end of here.
Yeah, there you go. Where's our trash bag? Where's Janet?
Trash.
You're gonna help our, oh,
I followed her
wait a
example,
minute.
I followed her example.
Yes, thank you. That's what demo is for. Follow the instructions. Yeah, you want
Have
to
to do with the instructions.
do what the instructor says.
When
When
I was
you,
home, I did
oh, okay. Yeah, because you do it the way oh, now thinner. You got to make it real thin.
thinner than this.
Thinner. Look at mine. Oh, here, look.
Oh, you like shredded, you like shredded, you were.
Oh,
So
okay.
well, you don't want it to be bitter, and you don't want it to be tough. So you see how this is? This is sliver thin, and remember with our fingers.
You gotta get a little closer to your fingers.
Yeah, don't be afraid of the knife, but do put your fingers back. Listen, hold it tight. Where's our trash? Did we have a trash bag?
It's right behind.
Okay. So who's
No,
gonna?
but Reese can't touch it because he has on gloves.
Okay.
So can't,
Is Janet? I thought. Oh, Janet's gone. Okay.
All right, what do you think? Is
Those
this
in
thinner
here
now?
with this?
Yeah.
yeah. You can just move the trash can over.
Yeah. Now see, this looks good. Yours are. Make it thin now. Thin.
Thin like that, right?
No, thin like this.
That's not even thin now?
Oh, don't put it in mine. This is mine. No, you got your own boat. No, mine.
Yeah, these are
Yeah, mine's the way it's supposed to be.
That's right, we're gonna make it cook faster too.
Right, thank you. Okay, ready, Nita? Oh, I was wiping this off. I got this.
Okay, so,
I'm gonna wipe this off because this is my green.
Like shredded lettuce.
Yeah, very thin, very thin. Okay, everybody, did they give me your cards? Do I have everybody's cards?
I think so.
Okay, so the cards go in that bucket. Who's not cooking? Oh, Janet, are you still with me, Janet? Could you put all the cards in the bucket, please? Did everybody get me a card?
Yeah, I can get it done.
You're gonna wish you gave me a card if you didn't.
I don't think she's sharp on this one, but I can handle it.
Everybody give me a card.
It's hard to say.
Okay, now we don't wanna see any blood. Oh, no, yours is too thick. Okay, Vita, you can do that.
She had to get a better knife, so we got her.
You need a better knife? I got a knife. Well, look,
they're not sharp enough.
Look.
They need to sharpen it.
I switched with her and I gave her
Look
the
at all
sharper
these
knife.
knives.
Yeah, all right.
Pick a knife. Pick one. Okay, all right, Vita, you and me. Here we go. So,
You got the oil in it.
yes.
Throw that in there.
Okay. Well, I can't do everything just on the fast. You wanna hold something?
You see how the top goes?
Yeah. Real quick. Oh, no smoke at all. So, we're good then, forget this thing. I just want to do it even, at least make it even. So they can taste it, at least what it tastes like.
Now, you putting your seasoning in it?
I'm going to, okay. Octopus, huh? Okay. All right, so we're gonna put a little bit of this and a little bit of pepper. Wait a minute, let me get it all ready so it's fast.
Marco, can you get Bill?
He gotta move, I'm moving.
Yeah, you move fast too.
Okay, so then watch yourself, no more messing up the shoes. I'm so sorry, your shoes are so cute.
That's okay.
Okay, so we're gonna use some black pepper, I'll get everything ready. And my basil, I was gonna keep that for the beans. The beans.
That's good, baby.
Okay, so here we go.
Okay, you ready?
You know where you get
this card you should refer
Little shake, little shake, little shake. Da 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 da. Little shake. Da 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 da. Little shake. Da 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 da. Little shake. Da da da. And then a spoon. Do we see any smoke, ladies? Hey, Claudia. Oh, good. Then I have time to stir it.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not even hot. This will be the salad that she was talking about. Oh, okay. No smoke. Claudia's keeping me honest, right?
That's right.
No smoke. No
You say you
smoke.
see smoke?
No,
Oh, yeah, no,
that's
'cause I don't
good.
eat-
The smoke,
Yeah.
this is not, it's too low, huh?
Where's the card you were talking about?
The cards go in that pan. Janet, is Janet over there?
Where do you get them from?
Janet? Does Janet?
Jen,
The cards are, you see under on the bottom shelf, flip it over? Yeah, flip it over, it's the white part. Okay. And then you stir your collards evenly. You want to make sure the seasoning, you have to make sure the seasoning is spread. Now this, you see how it shrinks?
Yes.
It shrinks. Okay, so this is,
And it's-
see, these are raw. I want to make sure everything is covered in seasoning and oil. And we still have no smoke, right? Yay, we're doing good. We're doing good. So now I have a chance to make sure it's even. You want to make sure it's evenly coated.
You feel heat off of that?
A little bit, but she turned it down real low. So now that we have the lid on, I can put a little more heat on it, right? Vita? Okay. So, yeah,
Keep the lid on.
yeah, I don't have to lift it again.
Good.
Because we did
Good, and
everything.
you can turn it up,
Yeah.
and then when you're gonna take the lid off, you're
Right.
gonna turn it off.
That's right, and let it do. Because this cooks,
And then it's gonna continue cooking.
right. Because it would have been cooked if we had had the, it's very,
Yeah, because you're not gonna cook it like for
no,
2 or 3 hours.
no, 15 minutes tops. 15 minutes tops.
Yeah.
Tops. Okay, so we can put all this away. Did you guys see that, how I seasoned it? And you want to make
Now,
sure?
Reese, you wanna cut up, so you gotta learn how to cut.
That's fine, Bachelor you, I'll watch you. I'll watch you.
Watch Reese, because Reese says
That's
he's
good.
not really
Okay.
cook, so he's learning
Okay,
how
oh,
to do
aren't
that.
these beautiful? Look what our chefs did. Aren't these beautiful? Okay, so you have to keep your own because you're gonna season your own. Okay, actually, you can season it before we put it in. Okay, so there's your seasonings. I think that's a good idea. Vita, they can season it before they put it in the pan. Now, those have holes in them. Okay, so you can put this, these are your bowls, and you season it, okay? Is this fun or what? Okay? Okay, all right. So now, this is basil from my garden. I'm gonna tell you a secret. I bought this, every time I buy basil from Safeway, it dies before I get it home, okay? Now, I bought this from Costco. You get a flat from Costco, and they are big and bushy now. They were very small. Costco in Hayward. And so I bought this big, they were little. You get 3 in a flat, and it cost me like $3. Now my basil plants are this big, and this is basil from Costco. Okay, seasoning, ladies, get over there, season your stuff. Did you see how you want to stir it up? Okay, all right, let me help you. Well, I use it all. I use it all. Okay, and everything's salted. And yeah, I like it. This is so fun. Okay, all right. Okay, I need a trash person. Okay. Janet, are you still with me? I am. Here's some trash. Give me a napkin or some here's trash. Thank you. You put it in the paper bag. Okay, I'm gonna watch you here, just for Janet. And then we're gonna trash. Nice and thin. I love the way your fingers are out of the way. Here. Let me show you. Okay, here. Okay. Now I'm left-handed, so I'm all discombobulated here. Yeah, and then she's gonna be impressed with this. It'll take you 15 minutes, and she'll say, oh. All right. So you see here, what's your name? Reed. Okay. So I like the way you held it really tight. The tips of my fingers are here. Okay. So you kind of see the back.
We got the pepper, so we got.
So here, my fingers are here. That's the sharp part there. You want to do the back, and you pull.
So is this your greens that's in here now?
Those are mine. Oh, turn off. Unplug.
Give me a top.
Okay. Do you see that? Okay. Did you see that? What I did? Okay. So
if I
hold the
turn
phone.
this
Hold
off,
this. Let me
I
hold
can't
this.
see.
Okay. Let me unplug it.
She's gonna come over here and
Let me unplug it. Back up the camera. Is that camera? Okay. So
Is it off? Is it turned off? Good. It'll finish cooking.
who's a waiver? Who is my waiver with the fan? Oh, that was you.
That was me.
Janet. Can you wave this, please? She's cooking.
Yeah, just.
I'll let you guys figure that out, you and Vita. Okay, I'm gonna look at him cutting. Okay? No, I'm not. Here, okay, all right, so here we go. So now I'm gonna show you one more time. Yeah, I'm gonna flip it for you. So here, you see, spin it back, pull it over. Because you don't want this in the way
I don't see
of
anything.
your, you do that, pull it over, okay? Pull it back, okay? Real thin. Now, we're gonna flip it for you, with your other hand is, right? You got that real tight? Oh, yeah. Hold your cigar real tight, okay? All right. And watch those fingers. Wait. Put those tips
That
here.
fan works all the time.
Okay, real thin. Good. Down. Okay, nice. Real thin. Good. Keep those fingertips out of the way.
Want to take that? See if we can take that
Now you
off.
gotta pull it. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, let's see.
Oh, here, I see what you're doing. This is the key, here. You gotta start with the back, here, let me move it. Okay, on the other hand.
That audio too?
Just a second. Okay, so here, you gotta push it down. Yeah, about 4. Oh, you didn't see the demonstration, let me show you. Do you see how I pull it? Yeah. Pull it towards me. So you kind of put it back this way first. Read, right? Okay, read. Kind of put it that way first, and you pull it towards you. Okay, there.
Because that a little bit is not gonna, you don't want to
And
get
then you see how I push that out of the way?
Yeah, you gotta really,
All right, very good. Huh? You got it good?
Oh my gosh,
you
you
look
good.
hard.
So use the back end first.
Yeah.
Go down.
Oh my goodness. That's right.
Oh. Yeah, the back end. Use the back end first. Like, that'll cut it.
Let's see if it's good. I think we're good to go.
Now, get that out of the way.
No. Yeah. Oh, I'll put this back on here.
And fingertips are out of the way, right?
But even with this,
Huh? Here. Okay, see, this is how thumb,
it would,
this finger here,
Steam will cook it,
The
yeah.
steam
like that, okay. So see how that is? Okay, and then you want to, here, now see here, I want to start, that starts, this is really sharp.
Yes.
So here, that, see how
that's
that
right.
starts the
Oh,
cut?
okay.
And then we pull it back. This starts the cut here, watch those fingers, okay? That starts your cut, okay? And then you pull it, and then get that out of the way, so your working surface is clear, okay? I'm gonna watch him, and then I'm gonna come over and help you. Okay? Now pull it towards you, and get it out of the way. Yeah, there you go. That's perfect, Reed.
Oh, yeah, I can
You
feel
see,
it.
that's very sharp. That's the sharpest part. That back part of your knife is the sharpest part. Pull it back towards you and get it out of the way. Oh, you're a chef already, look! She's gonna really be impressed. Okay, get it out of the way. There you go. Use that end just like you're doing. I like the way your fingertips are out of the way. Yeah, you don't want a manicure today, huh? There you go.
and it looks very thin like
You're doing a great job, Rudy. You're doing a great job. Got that in? See how sharp that is? And just, it's gonna be at an angle, right? And then get it out of the way. Now do that angle. The only thing I see that at an angle here, get your first cut. Okay, you got it? Beautiful.
it does.
You did a great job. Okay. You're doing great. Okay, pull it towards, get it out of the way. Keep your work surface clear. See what you're doing. Great. Remember to use that back hand. That's your sharpest part of the knife. Great. Use that back hand. Angle. Perfect.
You got it down pat.
Yeah, you feel the difference when you use that back hand first and then pull it towards you. That's beautiful. Back hand, pull it towards you. Get it out of the way. Oh, get your fingers out of the way. There you go. Keep those fingertips out of the way. No fingertips allowed. You don't want that now. It looks very good. You're doing a great job. Okay. There you go. Okay. Okay. And back in, pull it towards you. Pull it all the way, get out of the way. Good. You're doing wonderfully. Yours looks like mine. I can't tell the difference. Oh, this is a very easy recipe. Only one ingredient. collard greens and extra virgin olive. Okay, now get those fingers down. Get those fingers down. Okay. Now you gotta redo your cigar. Type stuff. We're almost done. I'm gonna do 1 second. We don't want any pedicures, manicures. All right, we're almost done. Yes, we're making. Good. You're almost done. Oh, you're doing so great. You're doing great.
Yeah.
Great. Oh, look at yours. It's so beautiful.
You all
All
right?
right, now don't lose your focus. Finish with it.
Oh, Joyce is over here and she's gonna be cooking.
Okay.
She's chopping some greens.
Okay.
You gotta chop some greens.
Oh, you're almost done. Yours is so beautiful. Oh, you're done. Yay! Okay, all right. So I'm going to show you. Now, let's see. We might be able to assemble something now. Let's see. Oh, okay. Okay. This is steaming big time. Okay. Now let's insert this.
You want to do a check? I'm gonna do pan.
No, I'm listening to the doctor. She said no. I am very good at following directions. All I need is no.
Now, what do you wanna do? You wanna put liquid in this?
I do need to put some. Okay, let's put liquid. Okay, so stand by your bowl. Stand by your bowl.
And then you're gonna season. Reed's
Now,
gonna season
okay,
it,
let me
right?
show you. Oh, did you see how to do it? Oh. Here, let me show you. You know, do you know how to cook and everything? You're good with a knife? Okay. Here, let me give you that. Oh, you already saw it. Right? Yeah. And
There you go.
thin slivers. Thin slivers, you got it. Let me give you a hint. Okay. Use the back end first. It ain't going then switch it out. You can work. Salt on yours. Back end first, have an angle like that.
Yeah, you want salt?
Here,
I asked her if she did salt on.
That's your sharpest part of the knife.
Okay, I didn't
Do
use
you know
it.
what I'm talking about? Oh, okay. Are you good?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Okay, you guys, so let's go to the next food station. All right? Next food station, over here. Cornbread. Well, you can't have a soul food without cornbread. Now, this is Fayeth Gardens' own special recipe for corn. Okay, hold on to your bowl. Don't let anybody else take your bowl. Okay.
You got your seasoning in there?
Oh, pre-season. Oh, okay. So you can pre-season. Vita's over here watching you with the seasoning.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's a special Fayeth Gardens, and I'm gonna let each of you eat a cornbread while we're waiting for the food to do its thing. Now, don't do too much. Don't do too much seasoning. Okay, so what this is now normally I make my own cornbread from scratch, but I cheated. Krusteaz is the best cornbread mix. Only Krusteaz. No preservatives whatsoever. It doesn't have 17 ingredients. The only thing I don't like is it's too sweet. It's too sweet. It tastes like cake. We never used to have cornbread sweet like that. But I was in a pinch, and you really, when you do your own cornbread from scratch, you better get it right, because it can be too gritty, and then you mess up. So I didn't have time to experiment. So I said, let me just get some Krusteaz, and that is the most wholesome cornbread mix you can get. No preservatives. So I'm going to tell you my secret. And I will have to kill each one of you at the end of this. This is a family secret. No, I'm kidding. Okay, you put corn. I call this corny cornbread. You put unsalted, unsweetened corn kernels in here. And because we like our things a little spicy, I put a little bit of red chili pepper, dried red chili pepper in it. So this is called corny cornbread. While we're waiting for our last chef, everybody can come over here and get a corn muffin. Okay, so put your greens where you know where they are. Do you know where your greens are? Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna with one hand.
Okay, and I'm going to stir this. Everybody get a corn muffin. There should be napkins, right? Janet, I think, is still here. Aren't there napkins over there?
Right here.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, there they are.
So we're gonna, oh,
Thank you, sir.
You need to look at it.
yeah, I need some liquid, that's a good drive.
Now, this, I don't think this is.
It's off.
Oh, yeah.
We want it off, right?
Yeah, but you're putting some liquid in, so
Yeah.
you wanna turn it on.
Good, okay. Okay? All right, so we're gonna, and forgive me for the cornbread, it's a little sweet. That's the only thing I don't like, they just make it too sweet. It's like cake.
Chinese.
Oh, it's cornmeal. No flour.
Good?
Wait, I don't know, you guys can Google it, I don't know. I was in a time crunch, so I didn't do it like, I normally do it from scratch, but we couldn't do that. I don't want to do steamed though. You know what I mean? You didn't do it. I don't want to do steamed.
Cornbread has more bite to it, it's nice.
Yeah, that's the chili pepper. That gives it a little, it's left out. Okay, so let's stir I'm hungry. Is that still cooking? That's probably overcooked. Yeah. Probably overcooked. We better take some of this. I don't want it to overcook. Because if it loses the color, we've lost the vitamin. Okay, so it's unplugged. We're going to eat the greens.
And then we wait for
I'm going to see. I'm pretty sure it's not that. Oh, yeah, get your napkins. What do you think about that? It's too sweet, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, where's my other?
Okay.
Like a cupcake.
That's the corn kernel. I do. I didn't want to make it steam.
Oh, yeah. And the buttermilk today, not like the buttermilk.
It's not, my father knew.
That was a dinner. That cornbread buttermilk. Yeah. And then you didn't like it? A lot of folks didn't like it, but, you know, it had the cornbread and really. Oh, That's why I said.
We're doing an extra presentation.
Yeah. And the buttermilk wasn't.
Oh, just these greens smell good. The beans are not.
These are ready.
Can I stir it? Do it, can I open it? Yeah. I love the way you guys are working together. This is called Ujima. I do want to
Stir this?
Yeah. It's called collective worker responsibility. We're working. Okay, Fanner. You're doing good. You're doing good. This has everything in it. I'll tell you what it has in it. Okay, there you go. All right, it's almost. What do you guys think about the cornbread?
It's good.
It's sweet, huh?
It's different though.
Is it different? It's too hot?
Too sweet.
Yes,
It
it's
wasn't
sweet. It's
too
like
sweet for me.
Huh?
It wasn't too sweet for me. It just had a very different texture to it.
Yeah,
I grew
because
up
of
on
the
chicken.
corn kernel.
I grew up on chicken.
It's like corn cake.
Yeah, it is corn cake.
Yeah, and that's because of Crusties, they put the sweet.
Give any closing remarks?
Okay.
On this? Excuse me. Me? I need you to give us a closing remark
Okay.
like you've done.
Okay, all right. And I want to get somebody eating. This is ready, okay? Okay, so where's the lens? Where do I look? Right here. Okay, so basically, today we've learned how to live 100 years, right? Now watch out for that car when you, okay, but we've learned the secret, and the first thing is what? First thing, quick review. How do you go to the store?
Read the label.
Food detectives, great, by reading the label. And before you go to the store, A through Z, right? Everything you put in your mouth, A through Z. What do you need to do, food detectives, before you even go into the store? Huh? Yes, but also remember you have to You have to investigate the food, right? We were talking about fennel. What are we looking for if we're going to have a mostly vegan-based diet? The first thing we look for is how much. Yeah, exactly, protein. How much protein? The higher the grams of protein means that's more muscle building power. So you start with the protein first, and then you look at the other ingredients of the food. So if you have food that you eat all the time, shake that up. What is the key to healthy living? You want to have what? Like our hat? Rainbow. Different colors and different what? Textures. So the key to life, don't tell your husband or wife that, is variety. Okay? Yes. The key to life, the key to health is variety, is the spice of life. So if you eat the same thing all the time, you are probably nutritionally deficient. Okay? So you need to shake it up. You need to go, what I do a lot of times is I go to Spanish stores, I go to Pacific Rim stores, because they have different food. Every time you go to the store, buy a food that you've never eaten before. And this is how you expand your food vocabulary, and this is how you expand the nutrients in your body. So you have to be adventurous with food. And we're so lucky in the Bay Area. We're not in Idaho or Wisconsin or anything like that. God bless anybody that comes from there. Yeah. But in the Bay Area, you can eat your way around the world. Okay, so you just make sure that you're adventurous in your food choices. And then we are so blessed to have the internet. You look up that food when you take it home, because you have to be very careful. We said every food has a what? 2 sides to everything that goes in your mouth. It's a what? Pros and cons. And especially if you're taking some sort of medication, you need to know what the contraindications are. So you pick that food. Now, if you're really on it, as the food detectives that you are, you ask the produce guy, what is this? KSSO. You know, what is this? And they will tell you, they'll give you a lot of information. So every time I see a food that I don't recognize, I hunt down the produce guy. I say, what is this? How do you cook it? Blah, blah, blah. And then I decide. Because some foods are poisonous. If you don't cook them correctly, if you don't prepare them correctly, they're poisonous. So I forgot what it was. I was going to...
Rhubarb. That's one.
Yes. That's right. And so this is very important, what Claudia said, is you have to ask them first. To me, unless I really have a lot of time, I get the information from the produce guy. If he tells me something that makes me think, I'm not ready for that yet, then I go home, I look it up, and you educate yourself. And then next time you go to the store and you buy that. Okay, so our key is we want to buy stuff that we recognize. We recognize it as coming from the ground. We want to have lots of variety. We want to do our research, be a good food detective. And when you go to the store, be discerning in terms of what you buy. Because the key is our bodies are the vessels that we want to take us through this planet. Mind, body, and spirit. If you abuse, misuse, or diffuse any one of those, mind, body, or spirit, you are self-sabotaging your